for the school website. And I'm going to encourage you now, fans, if you get a chance, go over and see their broadcast as well, because it's got a lot of bells and whistles. They've got a lot of extra graphics. They've got some on-field announcers, and they've got a crew put together that puts together a tremendous broadcast, such as the likes of Weslaco, Brownsville, Harlingen, some of the other school districts, PSJA, that are putting together some quality broadcasts. And again, tonight, if you get a chance, I welcome you to go over and take a look at their broadcast. Those of you that are tuning in here, pass the word to the other fans that may not be available to see the game, that are accustomed to watching the games here and following the games on RealSportsLive.com, as we've got you covered here tonight. My wife Dahlia at my side. I'm up here. Tomorrow night we'll be in Mercedes. Ed Couch Elsa at Mercedes. And who will win that battle of a couple of rival schools? We're also going to be in Raymondville as Kingsville King is coming down to take on the Raymondville Bearcats. And we've got other broadcasts that are set up across the Rio Grande Valley. They're having the captains meet out on the middle of the field for the coin toss. Still just under 15 minutes left here before this kickoff between these two teams. And right now the clouds seem to have broken up. I actually see some sunshine behind us, so we might actually hopefully get this game in without the rains coming into play. Team captains out there for the Mustangs wearing the darker colored jerseys. Daniel Damian is the player wearing number 70. Sean Skagen, the quarterback, 10. 13 is Michael Morales. And wearing number 5 is Campbell Spates. Officials will talk it over and toss the coin. In this case, we'll see which offense takes the field first and perhaps sets the tone in this football game. Crowd filing in here as well on a Thursday. Mission fans have had to wait an extra week, as again it was a bye week for the Eagles getting ready for this game. Eagles defer. They won the coin toss, so they'll defer. And the McAllen Memorial Mustangs will be receiving the football to start this game, and they'll be going right to left, which means they'll be going into the wind to start this game. And the Mission Eagles on the road will have the wind at their back in the first quarter, and they'll get the ball to start the second half. We'll continue with a pregame show. Mission Eagles in town taking on McAllen Memorial. This is RealSportsLive.com.
The performing arts, the visual arts. You can find it all at McAllen ISD.
You know, Dad didn't choose a grave.
What about cremation?
No, I mean, the kids and Mom don't want a funeral. We could still have a funeral.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You mean like memorial service?
With music, a eulogy, pictures, everything?
How about this picture?
Oh, sweetheart. Grandpa would love that.
Cremation options for your family by Memorial Funeral Home.
The bonds we create with our pets can be powerful. A man's best friend really isn't just about dogs, but about any animal companion that brings us joy and unconditional love. Losing a loved one is heart-wrenching, but losing a pet can be just as difficult. Unconditional love deserves unmatched service, which is why we offer pet services for those special pets that become a special part of the family. We serve all the members of your family.
looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Overhead Door of South Texas. Look for the red ribbon, 956-787-DOOR.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close.
Of uncertainty.
To making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Back here on Rio Sports, the Mustang cheerleaders out on the field, and already they've lined up over in front of the helmet to bring the team out onto the field as well. Camera angle shows just how high up we are on this stadium. As we are still 9 minutes and some change away from the opening kickoff of this game. Mission Eagles have went back in the locker room. Mustangs doing the same thing. So we'll have the two teams arriving on the field. Those of you who are not with us during the coin toss, the Mustangs will take the football to start this game. They'll be going right to left. They'll be going into the wind. I told my wife, as long as that wind doesn't change directions, I don't think we'll have to worry about rain tonight. But rain is in the forecast. It has been all day, and we got here about 2:30 to start setting up.
Jasmine.
So we are
Emily.
Watching the skies and watching the field at the same time. What a lineup we got for you this week. With this game going on here, we've got Economides at home taking on Weslaco tonight. That's a broadcast game on Rio Sports. We got Rio Grande City at Brownsville Veterans. We've also got a game taking place at PSJA Stadium. And then tomorrow night, we're all over the place again with games in Sherryland, with games in Harlingen. No Harlingen game tomorrow night, as Harlingen South plays on Saturday morning. Harlingen High also plays on Saturday morning, but they're separated by about 630 miles or so. Between where those two games will kick off, South and Harlingen High. Reminding you that we also have District 32 6A volleyball coming up on Saturday, as the Bird Bowl will feature Harlingen and Harlingen South, and I'm looking to see if I can get an announcer to go down to Los Fresnos to cover the Lady Falcons taking on the Lady Eagles. That'll be a big matchup in District 32 6A of the two teams that are unbeaten thus far in district play. Meanwhile, we got the big one here on Saturday. We're going to go ahead and step in. Mark May, the public relations and the announcer here for the play-by-play at Memorial Stadium in McAllen, was saying they were not going to do that game, so we agreed to jump in and assist and broadcast that game for the fans. Big crosstown rivalry. Rowe and McAllen Memorial, arguably who the best team is in this area, might be decided there. McAllen has something to say about that. And then, of course, just up the road, Mission Veterans Lady Patriots. And we're eyeballing when we're going to have them on one of our broadcasts. It's coming up sooner than you think. But Harlingen fans, again, yes, we'll be showcasing that game with live video and audio for you, coming to you from Midland. Meanwhile, Los Fresnos fans, you'll get a live audio presentation of the Falcons on the road at Odessa Permian. Thinks that's easy to do? It's not, my friends, it's not. For one thing, it's just outright, let's take a look at what it takes to get there and fund it. And then, of course, getting the approvals. And the approval is one thing, but after that, then you got to get the press space and all of that stuff in place from 600-plus miles away. And our assistance, again, through the school districts of Los Fresnos and through Harlingen to get us in contact with the right people at Midland and at Permian allowed us to pull that off. So exciting stuff here for Real Sports. It's going to be a busy couple of days, but hey, what day isn't busy with what we're doing? The student council out to greet each other in the middle of the field from Mission and from McAllen Memorial. Both teams are now making their way towards the field. Mustangs have already arrived, and that means the Eagles, once they get in place, will be set for the playing of the school songs. We'll take another break when we come back. We're still 5 minutes and 40 seconds away. Take a look at these commercials and reminding you we have spots available. Also watch some of these commercials coming from the McAllen School District. This is what I've been talking about as far as when the assistant comes from the schools to allow us to broadcast these games. I open up spots for the schools to showcase themselves, and I open up spots for them to put their scoreboard sponsors on board. So take a look at some of the product that's coming through here. Other advertisers have jumped in to assist us and to showcase their stores, their services, their products.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Jay Gonzalez.
And it's a win-win there in that the kids get the exposure of the broadcast of the games, and the advertisers get the benefit of having fans that are watching the games, not just live, but coming back and watching them when allowed on archives. But again, these school districts that are now understanding what we're offering here, it's a great opportunity for them to showcase some of their scoreboard sponsors, and in the case of McAllen, to provide us with commercial advertising about their school district. We'll be back after this. Exotic Tropical Pet World has an amazing selection of pets, toys, and accessories. Mackay Bulldog and fans of any team should go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Discover Brownsville, another one of the advertisers here on Real Sports Live that has been with us from the word go, as we are ramping up for 1 year anniversary of the inception of Real Sports Live. On October 19th, we'll be in Rio Hondo. Well, actually, we'll be in Raymondville. Rio Hondo will be there too. Ball game between the Rio Hondo Bobcats and Raymondville Bearcats will be our broadcast game of the night on our 1 year birthday, if you will. We're also trying to set up some things to have a kind of a celebration on that following Saturday on October 20th. Talk with a couple of possible vendors that may host that for us. If you have interest in that, maybe reach out to me at realsportslive@gmail.com. We can talk about showcasing perhaps your business in our 1 year anniversary celebration, which is going to be October 20th. The color guard is on the field playing in the national anthem. That means everyone stand. I will. My wife's already standing. I'm the only one sitting down up here. I'm going to go ahead and stand up. Playing in the national anthem.
Memorial High School Junior ROTC proudly present the colors for tonight's game. commander in charge of the color guard detail carrying the United States flag is Cadet Gunnery Sergeant Genesis Garza. Carrying the U.S. Marine Corps flag is Cadet First Lieutenant Alyssa Alvarado. The right guard is Cadet Second Lieutenant Sandra Villegas. And the left guard is Cadet Staff Sergeant Victoria Martinez. The program is under the direction of Colonel Alfredo Longoria and Sergeant Roman Rodriguez. Would everybody please remain standing, remove your hats and caps for the playing of our national anthem, tonight sung by Memorial Choir President and Senior Sidney Ramon.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Nice rendition there of the national anthem. We are now getting even closer to kickoff as the two teams race off the field and head to the spots where they'll take the field, into a thunderous roar from the crowd that's on hand here. Mission brought a big crowd. Is it as big as McAllen Memorial? It's close as I look down here on the home side. That's a normal thing here at this stadium. One, it holds 14,000 people, so it takes a lot of people to make this place look full. Two, Thursday night football games just always seem to bring not near the crowd that those Friday night deals do. Fans that are watching a game for the first time, if you haven't attended a game at McAllen Veteran Memorial Stadium, come out to it. It used to be just a tremendous facility, and they have upgraded this thing in a big way, including the big scoreboard, and they have made some vast improvements over the past few years at this stadium, and it's well worth coming and being here in person to watch these games in the McAllen area. Mustangs are ready to run out on the field, and here they come. 2-2 on the season, but eyeballing district crown time. And now here come the Eagles on the other side of the field, and the visiting team makes their way out on the football field here tonight. The sun is popping out behind us to the due west. Clouds seem to have broken up, and let's hope that holds for the remainder of the night. We're not the only camera crew up here. We got a camera guy to my left. I got another camera guy over my far left, and the Mission Eagles film crew is up here. And 3 of the 4 of us are out here in the middle of the element. So if the rains hit, we'll be the ones looking at each other saying, well, who has to set first and set sail out of here? There's only one crew that's under a tent. We may all have to bribe them and see if we can get under there if it does rain. We'll be back with the opening kickoff. Mission Eagles taking on the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Welcome to football action on a Thursday night. This is RioSportsLive.com. Back here at McAllen Memorial Stadium in McAllen, Texas on a Thursday. Joe Bowling with you. My wife Dahlia at the camera. That's it, my friends. That's our crew. As we are set for this opening kickoff between the Mission Eagles and the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Eagles will have the wind at their back as they tee this ball up. And Rene Rodriguez, the kicker, tees it up at the 40-yard line. 3 men back to return the kick for the Mustangs. They all stand inside their 5-yard line. With any kick at all, Rodriguez can boom this thing through the end zone, and there will be no return on this game. That's a kick that is returnable. From the 5, a high return, drop now, pick back up at the 1. Here come the Mustangs trying to get to the left-hand side of the field. Great block outside the 5 on the return for the Mustangs is Ethan Bazan. And McAllen Memorial will have tough field position to start the first drive of the night, as they'll start it at the 7-yard line. First down. Mustang starters on offense. Their quarterback, Sean Skagen. A.J. Castro, the fullback. Campbell Spates, the tailback. Zion Gregory at wide receiver, and tight end David Paz. The split end will be Ethan Bazan. We'll get to that offensive line here in just a bit. First down play for the Mustangs. First down play for either team from the line of scrimmage, and it starts deep in Mustang territory from their own 5. Handoff, and this is going to be Spates. First carry of the night, gets outside the 7-yard line to the 8. Tackle made that time by Alexander Gomez. And so for Campbell Spates, that'll be a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just underway here in the first quarter of play on a Thursday night in McAllen. 2nd and 8 yards to go for the Mustangs from their own, well, right at the 9-yard line. I formation behind Skagen. 1 receiver either side of the field. Delay handoff to Spates. Makes a man miss. Gets out across the 12 to the 13-yard line. That'll be a 4-yard gain for Spates. Tackle made that time by Rado Esquivel. And third down coming up for the Mustangs, and they've went with Campbell Spates on back-to-back carries to start this game. 10:58 and counting here in the first quarter of play from McAllen on a Thursday. Wide receiver goes wide right. That's Ethan Bazan. Another receiver to the left-hand side. Shifting are the Eagles. Here comes Spates running right-hand side. Got some room out across the 20 and to the 25, and he's tripped up there. Otherwise, he was gone. Campbell Spates on that carry ends up going for 11. And that's a first down for the Mustangs and McAllen Memorial. And Campbell Spates was just within an eyelash of breaking that for a long run and a touchdown. 10:26 and counting here in the first quarter. New set of downs for the Mustangs from the right hash mark on this first down play. I formation. Another play. Now they'll run it on a sweep, and here comes to the end of the round. To the right-hand side, that's Zion Gregory. He's going to be turned inside. Gregory ends up gaining 3. So good job by the Eagles that time of not biting and over pursuing when Campbell Spates touches the football. Gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8 coming up. This is the opening drive of this ball game, and it's all been on the ground thus far for the Mustangs. Skagen has receivers either side of the field, keeps it tight end on the right side. Offset eye behind him, hands it off to Spates in the backfield. Now on the read, big hit made, and down goes, well, either the quarterback or Spates. They both hang onto the football, and both go down. First guy in there was Ramon Montes. And also Justin Soto was in on the play. That's a loss on the play of 3. And I'm going to say Spates took the handoff. Quarterback Skagen just didn't want to give it up. Either way, no matter who had the ball, they were being tackled. 3rd and 11 for the Mustangs. Shotgun formation for Skagen. First passing play of the game. No, he's going to run. Right-hand side hit, and down he goes. Again on the play, Justin Soto was there. And for Skagen, no gain on the play. And punting time for the Mustangs. And the wind picks up. It's coming out of the north and a little bit out of the west, which means this will be into the punter's face. Mission should get good field position to start this drive. They have a man standing just inside the Eagle side of the 50-yard line. The punt is away, and it's a low kick, rolls out of bounds on the Eagle side of the 50. Eagle offense takes over, first time on the field after this.
100% beef burgers that are 100% from Denny's. They are 100% made to order, which is 100% awesome. 100% beef burgers with fries from Denny's. 100%! Seriously!
Back here, Mission Eagle offense on the field, and here they come for a first time tonight. Jeremy Duran stands in the backfield as a deep back. The quarterback tonight will be Damian Gomez. That could change. Either capable of running this football team. They'll shift and now go back in a shotgun formation for Gomez. Takes a snap, swings a pass out. Here comes Duran, has to reverse field, gives up some ground and ends up losing a couple.
Pass completed to number 9, Kiko Moronta. On the stop for the Mustang, number 67. Hernandez.
They'll make that to Moronta.
Loss of 1 brings up second down.
That is a completed pass. Kiko Moronta.
On the Eagle, 46.5.
Loss of a yard. Second down and 11 for the Eagles. Under center this time. Man in motion left to right. Here comes a penalty flag, first penalty of the night. Stops the clock with 7:25 to go.
Flag on the play.
False start. 68. Offense. 5 yards. Second down.
It's the first penalty of the night for either team.
5-yard mark off.
Moves the Eagles back 5 yards. Their first drive of the ball game is went in a negative direction, lost a yard or two on the first down carry. Now the 5-yard penalty. Gomez under center, 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers left-hand side. Tight end goes in motion left to right. Second down play, and here comes Moronto again. He'll gain 3. First guy in on the stop was Quade Murray. This defensive team on the end, Axel Hernandez, Zane Sandoval, Mauricio Paz, Sebastian Turk, Quade Murray, Eddie Ramon, Joseph Lara, Michael Pequino, Justin Chavez, Michael Morales, and Diego Villarreal. All starters on the defensive unit tonight for the Mustangs. 6:27 to go in the first. Eagles want to throw. Time given, now ball downfield, and it's right side. It's going to be a great play by the defense, incomplete pass. Duran with the attempted pass. But Diego Villarreal made the play, and punting time for Mission's Eagles. They couldn't take advantage of the good field position on that drive. They'll now try to pin the Mustangs back deep in their territory for a second time tonight to start a drive. Mustangs stand at their 20. That's Ethan Bazan. Mission Eagles will hope to pin him further back than that. 6:14 and counting here in this first quarter of play. 4th down play for the Eagles. Good snap. Kick is away. A high spiraling kick. Bazan drifts back inside his 10. Gives up a little ground. Running right-hand side, has a room. Out across the 20, makes a man miss at the 25 to the 30 and stretches out to the 33. Ethan Bazan on the return. Mustangs in better field position to start a second drive. Scoreless, back after this. Back here at McAllen Memorial, or Veterans Memorial Stadium. Memorial with the football, and Spates turns it upfield, ends up gaining a couple yards on that carry.
On the stop, number 16, Alexander Gomez.
Campbell Spates now on 5 carries, has 17 yards for the Mustangs of McAllen Memorial.
On the Mustang 33.
This is the second drive of the offense. McAllen Memorial had to start their first drive inside the 5. Had to go rather conservative on that drive. Did get a first down. 19 yards of total offense. 17 of those belong to Spates. Deep back here. Fake handoff. Skagen has a man over the middle. Wide open inside the 50-foot race to the sideline. That's Bazan. Makes a great move. Bazan to the 30. 25 to the 20. 15 to the 10 to the 5. Bazan dives in and touchdown Mustangs. Ethan Bazan. And how about that for 67 yards? He made it just an outright terrific move in the middle of that run, and yards after the catch results in 6 points for the Mustangs at McAllen Memorial. Extra point coming up with 5:06 to go here in this first quarter of play. The kick is good. Mustangs up 7-0. Kickoff after this.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Back here in McAllen, Texas on a Thursday night, and the home team, McAllen Memorial Mustangs, hit with a strike of lightning on their second possession of the football game, and they go through the air. Sean Skagen to Ethan Bazan. Bazan ends up going 67 yards unofficially for the touchdown. The extra point was good, and the Mustangs are on top here, 7-0. Eagles will get their hands on the football for a second time here tonight. You'll see the highlights later on this game, but again, just a great move in the middle of that play. After the catch by Bazan, it turned that into from a big gain to the touchdown. 2 men back to return the kick for the Eagles. Sebastian Gonzalez stands back there. Steve Villarreal as well. Into the wind with the kick. They should be able to return this. It's a short kick, goes out of bounds on the right-hand side. Decision time for the Mission Eagles.
Kick out of bounds. There's a Mattapine Law Firm flag on the play.
The Eagles haven't sent their offense on the field yet. Mustangs appear to be in full belief that that will be
Kick out of bounds.
accepted on the penalty.
Kicking team. 5 yards. Re-kick.
They're going to make them re-kick it. You think, as we can look at the flag blowing, it's blowing right from the end zone behind the back of the Mission Eagles. So Coy Detmer was going to get good field position out of that. Thinks he can get much better on some type of return out of this. Sebastian Gonzalez and Steve Villarreal, both listed as wide receiver on the roster for the Mission Eagles, stand now inside their 10 to return this kick, and it's going to take just a booming kick to get it anywhere near them for this return. If you're just joining us, thanks for joining us. Pass the word to other fans out there. This game is on. Our appreciation again to the McAllen School District and to Mission School District for allowing us to broadcast on a Thursday. Our first trip to McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium on the season. Mustangs up 7-0. And now Gonzalez and Villarreal creep up even further outside their 10 to return this kick for the Eagles. It's a good night for football, as long as the rain holds off. Kickoff is underway. Another short kick, left-hand side, fielded at the 20. fair catch was called for and made, and this time one of the upmen stepped in front of Gonzalez. Gonzalez in no way in the world was going to call a fair catch. And so the Eagles end up not benefiting from that penalty. They'll have to start a drive, mark the ball down. Looks like about their 20, should have been right at the 20. They're going to mark it down.
Your strong linebacker, number 4, Quade Murray. Your middle linebacker, number 18.
On the far hash mark at the 22-yard line.
Real linebacker, number 11, Joseph Lotta.
Highlights of tonight's game. You can be seeing that later on tonight here on RioSportsLive.com.
Your rover, number 13, Michael Morales. And your right cornerback, number 6, Diego Villarreal.
Mission Eagles offense on the field. Trying now to respond to Memorial's touchdown score.
Pass completed to number 22, Andrew Maldonado, tripped up by number 13 for the Mustangs, Michael Morales. Gain of 18 on the pass completion for a Mission first down.
That's an 18-yard completion for the Eagles.
The Eagle 40.
Man in motion, goes left to right. Over the left-hand side, it's going to be tipped and incomplete.
Pass intended for number 11, Sebastian Gonzalez. Broken out by number 6 for the Mustangs, Diego Villarreal.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles of Mission. Duran, the quarterback. Now 1 of 3 in the passing game, 18 yards total. He'll bring him up. 2 receivers left side. That's Sebastian Gonzalez and Al Tijerina. Tijerina goes in motion. They'll look to throw, rolling out left side. Now firing it downfield. Got a man, but it's incomplete. Over the head of Tijerina. Duran had something that time, rolling out left side. That's a tough pass to deliver for a right-handed thrower. And now it's 3rd and 10 for the Mission Eagles. Eagles right now with 20 yards of offense in this first quarter. Clock stops with 4:35 remaining in the first on the incompleted pass. Eagles will have to cross the midfield stripe to get this first down. And they'll go shotgun formation, single back in the backfield, twin receivers either side of the field on this 3rd and 10. Low snap, picked up off the ground. Duran being pressured up the middle, runs into his old man. Now he's going to turn upfield, takes on a couple of tacklers, got close to first down yardage, about a yard short on the mark. And Duran had all kinds of things to contend with that time, including the snap. They give a first down mark. So that's 10 yards for Jeremy Duran on the carry. And a new set of downs for the Mission Eagles. Again, he had a low snap to contend with. And then he had to run into his own man about 4 yards into the play. And then stretch forward amongst a lot of defenders to get that first down. Timeout on the field with 3:58 left here in the first quarter. We'll be right back after this from McAllen, Texas on a Thursday. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, number 1.
Thought about becoming your own boss? Owner-operators earn great money. Azure Truck and Equipment can make it happen. Quality pre-owned big rigs you can afford. Large selection and outstanding service is what sets us apart. Now is the best time to buy. Whatever your credit situation, don't worry. With Azure, it's fast and easy. Be your own boss. Enjoy the ride. Azure Truck and Equipment. Call or come see us today at our 2 locations in Alamo and Farr.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com after a timeout, the Mission Eagles have the football. 1st and 10, ball at the midfield stripe. They'll send in motion right to left. Tijerina. Pitch back, and here comes Moranta out across the 45 of the Mustangs. That's just a 5-yard gain. In this case, new ball carrier in the ball game for the Mission Eagles. That wasn't Moranta. That was Andrew Maldonado. Maldonado, his first carry of the game. 2nd down. Now they'll mark it as a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Eagles man in motion left to right. On 2nd down, right off the right guard, down across the 40-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down as the Eagles move the chains again. This time it was Moranta on the carry. He'll gain 5, his 2nd carry of the evening. For 8 yards.
Gain of 5 on the carry for an Eagle 1st down. Your line of scrimmage, the Mustang 39.
Eagles look to throw down the field. That's incomplete. Sebastian Gonzalez, the intended receiver.
Sebastian Gonzalez, defending number 6, Diego Villarreal. Incomplete, brings up 2nd down 10 for the Eagles.
2nd down play coming up for the Mission Eagles. Eagles now with 41 yards of offense. 24 on the ground, 17 in the air. McAllen Memorial with 86 yards of offense, but most of that came on one play, the touchdown score to Ethan Bazan. 2nd down at 10. Eagles will pitch it back, and here comes Moranta. Looking for a block. Penalty flag comes raining in. Moranta got it inside the 35. That would be good enough for a 5-yard gain, and now we'll sort out the penalty.
Offside.
That's going to be against the defense.
5 yards, 2nd down.
And in this case, it would have been a 5-yard gain, but the Eagles will accept a penalty and get another down to work with here. Still 2nd down. Fisher was going to march the wrong way. Eagles said, hey, we're huddling here. Please, sir, turn around. He does. 2:45 left in the 1st quarter. Eagles have the ball now at the Mustang 34. This trying to respond to a Mustang touchdown on their 2nd drive of the game. 2nd time the Eagles have the football, and this time much better production thus far. Long count. Handoff, Moranta bounces it outside. Jumps across the 30. Drags a man for a couple yards. That's good enough for 1st down yardage. A 7-yard carry for Moranta. In the last 2, he was carrying a guy with him. 2:20 left here in the 1st quarter. Eagles with a nice sustained drive here. Does a lot of things for you. It allows you to regroup. It allows the defense to talk about how that big play turned into points. And it keeps the offense of Memorial from getting back on the field and getting in a rhythm. 1st down play here. Eagles look to throw. Pressure, here it comes, and down he goes inside the 35, back to the 37-yard line. Morales in there on the sack, and meanwhile, official blew the whistle on the sideline in a hurry.
Holding. Defense, number 22.
They're going to call defensive holding.
10 yards. 1st down.
Which will wipe out that play.
Holding against the Mustang.
So a 5-yard penalty. Make that a 10-yard penalty. Takes it inside the 17-yard line for the Mission Eagles. 1st down play coming up. Minute 39 to go in the 1st quarter. Eagles send a man in motion left to right, and they'll Look to throw. Pass open, man inside the 15 to the 10, makes a man miss to the 5, dives forward in the end zone, and that is a touchdown Eagles. Andrew Maldonado, yards after the catch. 18-yard strike. And a touchdown for the Mission Eagles. What an answer for the Eagles of Mission on this play. Extra point coming up to tie this game, and it is good.
It's good.
All tied up at 7. Kickoff coming up from McAllen after this. The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today. Each team on the scoreboard. First quarter still reads 1:26 left, and the McAllen Memorial Mustang offense will get their hands on the football again. This was expected to be a good football game. I would expect it's going to be tightly contested all the way down the stretch, so buckle up. We may just get things started here with these teams putting points on the board. Mustangs send Campbell Spates back to the middle of the field to return this kick. He's flanked on either side by return men, expecting to get something out of this. Kickoff is in the direction of Spates. He drops back in his end zone, lets it go. Wind aided, that one sails into and out of the end zone, and the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10. To start a drive at their own 25-yard line. My wife Dahlia at the helm with the camera tonight. We got up here at, well, we got to the stadium right before 3 o'clock, 3:30 actually. Got set up by 4:30. Making one trip up the stairs was enough for her. I've made 3. One trip up the ladder, that's it. We're on top of this press box till the end of this game. Shotgun formation, handoff to Spates, running up the middle. Ducks under a man, takes it out across the 31-yard line. That's a 6-yard gain for Campbell Spates.
First contact for the Eagles, number 4.
Spates now on 6 carries, has 23 yards on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down, 4. Ball spotted on the Memorial 31.
Mustangs now with 25 yards on the ground. Spates in an I formation, the deep back, handoff to the up man. Diving forward is A.J. Castro.
Fullback dive to number 2, A.J. Castro.
Castro goes for a yard, maybe. Give him credit for a yard.
Brought down by number 10, Fabian Almada.
And now it's 3rd and 4 coming up for the Mustangs. Clock running under 28. They will have to take a snap before this quarter comes to an end. 3rd and 4 for McAllen Memorial. Shotgun formation for Scoogan. Looks to throw, running instead. Left-hand side, hemmed in, hit hard, and down he goes. Mission Eagles make the play. First guy there turned him in, and then Alexander Gomez finished him off. Loss on the play for Memorial, and that takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7 your score. Back after this.
Hello, I am Javier Salinas, your school board president. To all the teachers and staff at ECISD, we want to welcome you and have a great 2018-2019 school year. And for all our students, create those memories and have fun. Go ECISD!
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we start the second quarter of play, and our thanks again for you fans that are joining us for our broadcast. Thanks again to the school districts of McAllen and Mission. Here's punting time for the Mustangs. That's a low kick. takes a Mustang bounce inside the 45 of the Eagles and rolls dead just inside the 40. And so winded their face for the first time on the night. The Mission Eagles will send the offense onto the field. And they'll start a drive at their own 39. Second quarter just starting. Reminding you fans that are curious, we have broadcasts coming throughout the week of high school football. And we're traveling in a bunch of directions, including Odessa Permian. Tomorrow night for the Los Fresnos game, we'll be live from there. We'll be live from the Harlingen game on Saturday. Harlingen South Saturday morning, San Benito Saturday afternoon, Brownsville Saturday night, Raymondville tomorrow night. Running play for the Eagles on first down goes for about a yard. Moranta on the carry.
Gain of 1 brings up second down, 9.
Gains 2 on the play. I'll mark it down for a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Mission Eagles. 3 receivers set this time on the right-hand side for the Eagles on 2nd down and 9. They'll look to throw. Left-hand side, and it's going to be caught inside the 35 down to the 30. Nice delivery that time by Damian Gomez. Found Sebastian Gonzalez. That's a 30-yard strike and a first down. For Gonzalez, that's his second catch of the night.
Pass completion for an Eagle, first down. Ball spotted on the Memorial 29.
Eagles keep Gomez in at quarterback. Hands the ball off, and here comes Maldonado racing inside the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. Andrew Maldonado on the carry.
Brought down by number 1, Justin Chavez.
Ends up gaining a strong 6.
Gain of 7 brings up second down, 3.
Second down coming up with 10:47 to go here in the first half of play.
Second down and 4.
Eagles up to the line. Tijerina lines up wide right. Out on the left-hand side is Gonzalez. Handoff and some room for Maldonado. Bounces it right side. Got inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. That's 9 yards on the carry by Maldonado, and a big hole opened up that time on the right side for this Eagle team. (10:18) and counting here in this first half of play, and the Mission Eagles stalled on their first drive. Second drive produced points in the red zone here on the third time they've been on the football field. 2 receivers left side, 1 receiver to the right side, shotgun formation for Gomez. Sends a man in motion. Rolls right side. Gomez takes it inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Mission Eagles. Damian Gomez to the house. Eagles take the lead, and Gomez read that perfectly. With 9:52 to go here in this first half. And that's a statement drive for the Mission Eagles.
Number 14.
That time they made it look easy moving down the field against Memorial. Extra point coming up. Rene Rodriguez, the kicker. Good snap back. Rodriguez gets the kick away, and it is good. Eagles up 14-7. Kickoff coming up after this.
World brings people and pets together. You and your pets will love Belbaño Self-Serve Pet Wash. Complimentary grooming tables, towels, aprons, and blow dryer for a great price. Quick and easy. Go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here in McAllen, Texas on a Thursday night, McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Mission Eagles on top of the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Joe Bowling with you here. 112 yards of offense now for the Eagles in this first half. The Mustangs will get their hands on the football. A high kick is a short kick. Eagle are trying to prevent a return, but out across the 30 for the Mustangs. Down the sidelines, but then the whistle blows out of bounds.
On the kickoff return. Pushed out of bounds by number 6, Weldon Gerald. Ball will be spotted on the Mustang 36-yard line, 1st and 10 Memorial.
And so a first down play coming up with 9:46 left here in the half. For McAllen Memorial, 92 yards of offense thus far on the game for the Mustangs. Most of that coming on one big pass play, 67 yards to Bazan. Running play, Spates, right-hand side, turns the corner, looking for a block, got across the 45, dives to the 48. That's 13 yards on the carry for Campbell Spates, his best carry of the night.
Gain of 12 on the carry for a Peter Piper.
Takes him over the 35-yard mark. 7 carries, 36 yards for Spates. He's averaging 5.1 yards per carry. 2 receivers left side this time for the Mustangs in a hurry-up offense. Split back formation. Scugan passes it left side. Little receiver screen out across the midfield stripe. Bazan on the catch.
On the stop, number 33 for the Eagles.
3-yard gain. And for Scugan, that's now just 2 pass attempts, 2 completions, 70 yards and a touchdown. It's not a bad line score for the quarterback of McAllen Memorial. 2 receivers right side. Scugan now in a shotgun formation with 8:51 left in the half. He's going to run it. No, this time it's a direct snap to Scugan. He turns the left side. A helmet comes knocking out of there. Big hit delivered. Scugan on the carry. Credited for 4 yards.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd down, 6.
Check that, a 1-yard gain.
Territory to Mission 49.
So 3rd and 6 coming up for the Memorial Mustangs. They'll have a receiver either side of the field. Under center this time is Scugan. Pitch back, here comes Spates. Looking to get to the right side. Hemmed in, cuts it upfield, and gets stuck and stopped after a gain of a yard. And 4th down coming up for the Mustangs as this Mission Eagle defense gets the job done on that drive. Mustangs look to be bringing the punting team in. We were at their practice earlier this week, and we were talking with Coach Coy Detmer about the fact that, well, you're taking on another team with a lot of offense. Do they resemble Mission veterans? He's like, they do, but they don't. They can throw the ball. They can run the ball. They got a premier running back. But he was more excited about his kids getting back on the football field after this week off rest. Fake punt, and here comes Scugan. Hit, and he won't get it. Turnover on downs as the fake punt is covered by the Mission Eagles. First guy there to make the tackle was Alexander Gomez. They stayed home on the Mission Eagles side, and the Eagles take over at the midfield stripe. 7:19 left here in the first half. Things are dead even as far as points scored here. Or check that yardage on the offensive end for these two teams. Pass play left-hand side for the Eagles down the sideline. That's caught inside the 20-yard line or right out the side the 20. That's a 29-yard strike.
Defense.
They call offsides on the defense. That'll be declined.
First down.
And that's now 3 catches for Sebastian Gonzalez. 77 yards on the night.
Ball spotted on the Memorial 21.
Gomez stays in at quarterback. First down play here. Gomez appears to be changing up things at the line of scrimmage. 7:17 remaining in the half. Gomez takes a snap, misreads, now has to keep it, turns it upfield, and gains a yard out of that. That time, he and Andrew Maldonado were on different pages in the playbook.
First contact, number 18, Eddie Lamon.
Fortunately for the Eagles,
brings up second down, 9.
they gain a yard on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the Mustang 20.
Second down play coming up. Handoff, and here comes Moranta.
Tito Moranta on the carry for the Eagles.
Moranta's 5th carry of the night gets him 4.
On top, number 18, Eddie Lamon.
Third down and just under 5 yards to go for the Eagles.
Gain of 4 brings up third down and 5.
Ball at the 16-yard line of the Mustangs. Eagles trying to push it forward, downfield again for a third time and get in the end zone. Looking to throw, looking for it all. Down the left side, in traffic. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. What a catch that time. In traffic, Steve Villarreal reels it in.
Touchdown, Eagles.
He was covered well, but made the play nonetheless.
Need to attempt the extra point, number 14, Rene Rodriguez. Off the hole of number 8.
20-7 now, Eagles on top.
15, Alexander Gomez.
Extra point coming up.
Snap and hold.
Snap is down, the kick is away, and it's good.
It's good.
Eagles up 21-7, kickoff after this. Back here at RioSportsLive.com. McAllen, Texas is the location. 21-7 now the score with the Eagles on top on the road. McAllen Memorial back to return the kick. Eagles now with 164 yards of offense here in the first half. 112 in the air. That kickoff goes out of bounds.
Kick out of bounds for a Madopine Law Firm flag on the play.
Again, the kickers kicking from the south side are kicking into the wind. We haven't seen much yet as far as a productive kick.
Kick out of bounds. Kick and tee. 5 yards from the out of bounds by spot. First down.
Mustangs will just take the penalty and take the football. So no re-kick on this play.
5-yard mark off against the Eagles. Ball will be placed on the Mustang 38.
And so the Mustangs offense on the field. Scugan at quarterback under center. Two backs split in the backfield. Two receivers left side. Pitch back, running play. Here comes Castro. A.J. Castro takes it out, gains a couple of yards on the play. Good enough for a 4-yard gain. Second down for A.J. Castro. He's now got a couple of carries for 5 yards. 15 carries, 45 yards on the ground for the Mustangs here in the first half. 70 yards in the air for the Mustangs. But again, you go back, 67 of that came on one play. Scoogin sends two receivers right side, I formation. Spates back in the game as a deep back. They get him to jump off sides. Free play for the Mustangs. Pass play right side. It's caught by Ethan Bazan. He's quickly covered and taken down, short of first down yardage. This should be a penalty against the Eagles of Mission.
There's a Model King Law Firm flag on the play.
Stops the clock.
Offside. Defense. Penalty is declined. First down.
In this case,
the result of the play will be a Peter Piper pizza. First down for the Mustangs.
It'll be a...
Ball spotted on the
They'll decline the penalty and say that the completed pass gained enough yards for a first down. Scoogan's now perfect in the air. Looks to go deep this time. Left-hand side, a lot of contact. There's a penalty coming on this one. That's an easy one to call.
Pass intended for number 17, Zion Gregory.
That was in the direction of Zion Gregory.
Flag on the play.
Penalty against the Mission Eagles. It's not a spot foul in high school football. Nonetheless, that'll be a big penalty against the Eagles of Mission.
Defensive pass interference. Defense. 15 yards.
3 penalties, now 20 yards against the Eagles in the first half on the penalty side.
The result will be a Peter Piper pizza first down.
4:56 left here in the half.
Ball spotted on the Eagle 37.
First down play. Scoogan turns, has to keep it, turns, looks to throw over the middle, got a man at the 30. Penalty flags come raining in all over the place. Would have been a 12-yard gain as he found A.J. Castro, but there was a lot of blue jerseys down past the line of scrimmage. I believe that was a running play all the way.
There's a Model King Law Firm flag on the play.
There were blockers way downfield. Big number 72. Taylor Dowd was 15 yards downfield. He was laying some blocks on. He wasn't looking to catch a pass. He's still an ineligible receiver downfield by the book. Penalty against the Mustangs. Erases a 12-yard completion. Scoogan 3 for 3 in the air, 77 yards and a touchdown. All 3 catches, Ethan Bazan. A lot of discussion by the officials.
Two fouls on the play.
2 fouls
by
on the play.
offense. First, ineligible lineman downfield. That's declined.
The ineligible lineman
Offensive
declined.
pass interference. Offense.
Now
That
offensive
penalty
pass
is
interference
accepted.
is called.
15 yards.
That's a
First down.
15-yarder.
15-yard mark off.
15-yard penalty against the Mustangs. Moves the ball back onto the Mustang side of the midfield stripe. Set it down to the 47 with 4:47 left here in this first half, and that changes the complexion of this drive in a big way. Mustangs were down as far as the 37. They got to get to the 27-yard line to get a first down now as the ball spotted at their own 48. Scoogan out of a shotgun. Drops back to throw, has some time, swings it left-hand side. It's caught by Castro. Castro makes a man miss inside the 45. Got some of that yards back. Gains 9. Scoogan remains perfect in the passing game.
Pick up a 10 on the carry, brings up
Second down. Right at 15 yards to go for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. 2 receivers right side, I formation. Spates the deep back on second down. Here's Scoogan wanting to throw, setting up a screen. Swings it over. That's going to be picked off by the Eagles. There's a penalty flag on the play. Eagles pick it off. Now we'll call the penalty and see what happens. Stepping in was Fabian Ahmadhead.
We have a Model King Law Firm flag on the play.
We'll take a look at this penalty.
On the offense.
It's going to be against the Mustangs. They'll decline that, and the Eagles take over on the pick.
Be first and 10 Eagles.
Scoogan was perfect in the passing game. He's now picked off. Eagles take over, first and 10. Someone commented that the Mission Eagles are better than Edinburgh Vella. I've seen Vella twice. That's my first look at Mission. It would be a good football game, I'll tell you that. 4:06 remaining. Eagles now. They'll get the ball to start the second half as well. First down play. Moving left to right, receiver. They'll hand it off. Moranta on the carry.
On the carry for the Eagles. On the stop.
They'll credit him for a 3-yard gain.
Gain of 3 brings up second down, 7.
Second down for the Mission Eagles. More importantly than anything on this drive for the Eagles is just take time off the clock. You're up 21-7. You're going to get the ball to start the second half. If you get points out of this drive, even more production. Second down and 7. They'll hand it off and try to sweep it left side. Trying to get the corner turn to Steve Villarreal. He'll get out of bounds at the 34. That's enough for a first down. It's an 11-yard carry for Villarreal.
Diego Villarreal. Gain of 15 on the carry.
Make it a gain of 15. First down for the Eagles at the 34.
First and 10 Eagles.
I had it right. 10-yard, make it 11-yard gain. Let's just call it what I call it. First down for the Eagles. I formation. Behind Gomez. Looks to throw. Rolling right-hand side. Waiting. Now he fires it in the middle. Caught at the 20-yard line. He went to Raimundo Garcia, the big tight end. And strikes for enough for another first down. That's a 15-yard gain. For Garcia, that's his first catch. Gomez is red hot in the passing game. He's now 5 of 5 in the game. That play's blown dead in a hurry.
Fumble on the play picked up by number 8, Damian Gomez. Loss of 2 brings up second down, 12.
And a second down play coming up, 2:33 and counting. Loss on the play that time. Running play right side for the Eagles, still on their feet inside the 10. First and goal coming up. Moranta on the carry. Ends up gaining 12 yards.
Gain of 14 on the carry for an Eagle first down. In fact, first and goal for Mission.
First and goal for the Mission Eagles. Ball inside the 10-yard line. Gomez turns, hands it off. Moranta makes a man miss, driving inside the 3, down to the 2. Just shy of pay dirt that time. That was Maldonado on the carry.
Maldonado on the carry for the Eagles. Right down by number 11.
Gained 7 yards.
Joseph Lada.
Second and goal coming up for the Eagles. Already up 21-7, minute 30 and counting. They don't have to be in a hurry here either. They could take some more time off the clock before getting in the end zone. Up to the line is Gomez. Under center on first down or second down, takes it, drives forward, big surge, and touchdown to Mission Eagles. Damian Gomez just ducked behind left tackle and left guard and scores. Eagles making a statement here on the road. Up now 27-7, an extra point coming up.
To attempt the extra point, number 14, Rene Rodriguez. Off the hole of number 8, Damian Gomez. Snap of 16, Alexander Gomez.
Extra point coming up for the Eagles. The kick is away, and it is good. Eagles up 28-7. Kickoff after this.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
Back here in McAllen, Texas on Rio Sports Live, I'm Joe Bowling with you. Hey fans, if you're looking for a job, I've got some jobs for you open here at Rio Sports Live, including announcing and more salespeople. I need you too. We got openings and we got sales that are waiting to happen. I just don't have people. There's a pitch back. That's going to be blown dead on this kick return. Campbell Spade's running hard, but that had already been blown dead. So bring it back. And the Mustangs will have to take over 1st and 10. Moving forward here. See how creative they get.
We have a Model King Law Firm flag on the play. We're going to sit.
Minute 2 left here in the half. Mustangs will start the drive inside their 30, or will they? Let's see what the officials call here. They blew the play dead about the time they pitched that ball back. There's no way they can now give forward progress on that. They'll mark the ball down on the 35-yard line of the Mustangs. We'll see how creative they get here.
Offside.
Mustangs.
Kicking team. 5 yards from the spot. First down.
131 yards of offense for the Mustangs in the first half. They've been limited to 45 on the ground.
Mark off against.
That's a penalty against the Mission Eagles on that kickoff. Official has already marked it once. Now he marks it a second time. Minute 2 left here in the half. Mustangs. 2 backs in the backfield. Get him to draw off sides. Free play coming up for the Mustangs down the right sideline. That ball's going to be caught inside the 35. The official calls that a catch, and the other official is going to blow that dead because he went out of bounds and came back in.
Pass intended for number 3.
They'll call it an incomplete pass. But now you sort out the penalty, which most likely is against the Eagles of Mission. Ethan Bazan was the intended receiver. He's going to be pleading his case.
Offside.
But he was forced out of bounds and came back in. 5-yard penalty against the Eagles of Mission. Mustangs still talking things over down that sideline. The catch was made inside the 35-yard line. Now the officials got it marked at the 34. The ruling was a catch by the deepest official, but an official on the sideline had called Bazan out of bounds. Bazan pleaded his case that he was forced out and then came back in to make the catch.
2 fouls on the play. Defense. Offside.
Defense got the penalty. Here comes the call.
First touch it on the offense. Those penalties offset.
So they will call a penalty on the Mustangs for being the first to touch a ball after being out of bounds. So they don't give credit to Bazan on his case. No harm, no foul. Only thing missing is a few seconds off the clock, which the Mustangs may need with 55 seconds left here in the half. Still 1st and 10 from their own 35. Looking to throw is Scoogin. Steps up, still looking. Pressured, spins away, hit, and down he goes, and here comes a penalty at the end of it. He could not get away from Justin Soto. Scoogin was dropped for a loss of 6. Now we'll see what this call is on the penalty.
We have a Minor King Law Firm flag on the play.
Might be a hold against the Mustangs. And that play took some time off the clock. Mustangs have 3 timeouts left. 47 seconds left. Let's see officials make the call.
Personal foul, defense.
That's going to be against the
Hands
Eagles.
to the face, 82, 15 yards, first down.
That would have been a sack. Eagles, though, with another 15-yard penalty.
The Eagles, personal foul. Ball comes to
That's
right
now
midfield.
5 penalties for 45 yards against the Eagles here in this
That's a
first half of play.
to first down for the
Ball moves
Mustangs.
downfield a little further for the Mustangs, right at the midfield stripe. First down play for Scoogin. Drops back to throw. Here comes pressure from the black side. Got rid of it and completes the pass. Getting to the left side of the field. Still on his feet at the 30, down to the 25, down to the 20-yard line. Great catch, and then yards after the catch that time by Nick Nelson. And a first down coming up if it stands. But wait a minute, penalty.
That's a Minor King Law Firm flag on the play.
Now they'll wave the penalty off, and so it will stick. 31-yard pitch and catch.
Sideline warning, mission.
And so the chains will move down to the 22-yard line. Memorial on a first down before the next snap. With 36 seconds left in the half, the Eagles want to take a timeout. They lead. Memorial, though, trying to get on the board. Back after this.
The performing arts, the visual arts. You can find it all at McAllen ISD.
You know, Dad didn't choose a grave.
What about cremation?
No, I mean, the kids and Mom don't want a funeral.
We could still have a funeral.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You mean like memorial service?
With music, a eulogy, pictures, everything?
How about this picture? Sweetheart. Grandpa would love that.
Cremation options for your family by Memorial Funeral Home.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com. 36 seconds left in the half. Mustangs have the football. And they'll look to throw the ball. Still looking as Scoogin gives up a lot of ground. Still has time. Lots of time now. Scoogin now gonna run. Inside the 20. To the 15, on his feet. Scoogin to the 10, inside the 10, to the 5, and out of bounds. And a penalty coming up should be against the Eagles. What a run. 17 seconds left in the half. Sort out the penalty. There's a bunch of them. Should be a 21-yard gain for Scoogin.
During the run, personal foul, face mask.
And it is a face mask against the Eagles at the tail end of that. Half the distance to the goal line for Memorial's Mustangs. First and goal from the 3 with 17 seconds left here in the half.
On the Eagle 3-yard line. That's a South Texas VOTEC replay.
Mustangs up to the line. They still have a timeout left. Check that. They still have 3 timeouts left. Scoogin under center. 2 backs in the backfield. First and goal coming up. Pitch back. Here comes Spates running right-hand side. And Campbell Spates in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Touchdown, Mustangs.
Impressive drive to end the half for the Mustangs, and they needed that in a big way. Campbell Spates with the touchdown.
16, feature injured Eagle, Alexander Gomez. How about a hand for Alexander Gomez? Hope your injury's
For
not too
Spates, his
serious.
first touchdown run of the night. He's got 9 carries for 41 yards. And so Memorial's offense breathes a little life into what would have been a tough locker room to go into. Still going to be a tough place to go. Trailing by a couple of scores, and the Mission Eagles will have the football to start the second half. Extra point is away and good. Another kickoff coming up. Eagles lead the Mustangs on Real Sports Live.
The bonds we create with our pets can be powerful. A man's best friend really isn't just about dogs, but about any animal companion that brings us joy and unconditional love. Losing a loved one is heart-wrenching, but losing a pet can be just as difficult. Unconditional love deserves unmatched service, which is why we offer pet services for those special pets that become a special part of the family. We serve all the members of your family.
Back here in McAllen, Texas on a Thursday night. My wife Dahlia at the camera. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Thanks again for joining in here on RealSportsLive.com. What a beautiful scene here, overlooking the city from where we're at. 28-14 your score. The Mission Eagles on top. McAllen Memorial with that late touchdown now has 187 yards of offense in this game. Eagles, though, in the first half with 215. I'll run down the full stats for you at the halftime break. Also talked about the other games that are coming up on Real Sports. We've got a busy, busy week. This Thursday stuff is just getting it rolling. Two guys back to return this kick for the Eagles. Mustangs will just kick that on the ground. It's off an Eagle player. Picked up now, and here comes Maldonado. Up the middle, Maldonado across the 40 to the 43-yard line for the Mission Eagles. With 6.7 seconds left in the half, they'll bring the offense on the field. They lead by 14. And the kicker ended up making the tackle that time for the Mustangs. Eagles have a timeout left. They lead by 14. They'll get the ball to start the second half. Do you gamble and go for something deep downfield? Or do you stay conservative and keep the ball on the ground? Right now they line up in a shotgun formation. Gomez swings a pass left-hand side. It's going to be incomplete. It hit the ground first. In the direction of Sebastian Gonzalez.
Pass incomplete, batted down by number 4, Quade Murray.
Second down at 10. There's 2.6 seconds left in the half. Eagles offense on the field. They'll stay spread. One more attempt for Damian Gomez, perhaps to go downfield. He'll take a knee. We come to the halftime break with the Mission Eagles undefeated coming into this ball game, and they're on top by 14. We'll come back and talk about this first half, give you some statistics, get you set for the halftime. Bands will be performing as well. We'll have them on the field. Back after this.
Looking for a new garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Overhead Door of South Texas. Look for the red ribbon, 956-787-DOOR.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again.
This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Back here at halftime, the Mission Eagles dance team outperforming right now before the band takes the field. And right now, the visiting team, Mission Eagles, on top of this ball game by the score of 28-14. The Eagles amassed 215 yards of offense in that first half. 88 yards on the ground on 18 carries. That's just under 5 yards per carry. They rushed the ball for 2 touchdowns. In the air, it was 7 of 12 overall for 127 yards and a touchdown. Again, 215 total yards of offense. The leading ball carrier, Horacio Moranta, was 7 carries for 35 yards. Behind him was Andrew Maldonado, had 4 carries for 28 yards. In the air, Damian Gomez led the way, 5 of 6 for 91 yards. Jeremy Duran was also a quarterback at times, 2 of 6, 36 yards, and a touchdown pass for the Eagles. On the receiving side, 3 catches, 77 yards for Sebastian Gonzalez. A catch apiece for Horacio Montava, Steve Villarreal, Andrew Maldonado, and Raimundo Garcia each had a catch in that first half. For the home team, the McAllen Memorial Mustangs, they had 187 yards of offense, 70 yards on the ground on 17 carries. That's averaging just over 4 yards per touch. In the air, they were 5 of 6 for 117 yards and a touchdown. Sean Scugan was 5 of 6 in the air for 117 yards. He had a touchdown. He also was picked once. Ethan Bazan led the way receiving with 3 catches for 77 yards. Campbell Spates finished the first half with 9 carries for 41 yards and a touchdown. Behind him, Scugan had 5 carries for 22 yards for Memorial's Mustang. Again, the dance team performing right now for the Mission Eagles. And our thanks again for the school districts of Mission and for the McAllen school districts assisting us in broadcasting these games. Tomorrow night, yours truly will be in Mercedes. I visited with their coach about broadcasting their game tomorrow night. That'll be an audio only. We're also going to be in Raymondville. That'll be a big match up there. Kingsville King in town to take on the Raymondville Bearcats. Of course, we'll have games going on in Brownsville and PSJA Stadium, also in Edinburgh, and a matchup taking place in Sherryland. Evie Vasquez normally will take care of duties at Rio Grande City and or Roma, but both of those stadiums are quiet on a Friday night. And so she may join me for our broadcast at Ed Calcelso at Mercedes. 24 minutes on the clock. Again, this is the Mission Eagles dance team on the field. They'll be followed by the band and then the McAllen Memorial dance team and the McAllen Memorial band. I would leave the microphone on, but the YouTube police would say no. So I'm going to keep the video rolling for just a bit, and then we'll take a break. And we'll catch some of the performance of the band of the Mission Eagles. This is RealSportsLive.com. Thanks again for joining us. Take a commercial break and come back.
Exotic Tropical Pet World has an amazing selection of pets, toys, and accessories. Mackay Bulldog and fans of any team should go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen.
I opened Alex Ron with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
100% beef burgers that are 100% from Denny's. They are 100% made to order, which is 100% awesome. 100% beef burgers with fries from Denny's. 100%! Seriously!
Back here, marching band on the field for the Mission Eagles in McAllen on a Thursday night. Broadcast coming your way here. Mustangs and McAllen Memorial trailing the Mission Eagles. Mission trying to go 4-0 on the season. The Mustangs trying to go 3-2. Both teams trying to get off and running in district play on a winning note. Take a break. When we come back, we'll get you even closer to the second half kickoff. This is RealSportsLive.com.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
Thought about becoming your own boss? Owner-operators earn great money. Azure Truck and Equipment can make it happen. Quality pre-owned big rigs you can afford. Large selection and outstanding service is what sets us apart. Now is the best time to buy. Whatever your credit situation, don't worry. With Azure, it's fast and easy. Be your own boss. Enjoy the ride. Azure Truck and Equipment. Call or come see us today at our 2 locations in Alamo and Farr.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Hello, I am Javier Salinas, your school board president. To all the teachers and staff at ECISD, we want to welcome you to and have a great 2018-2019 school year. And for all our students, create those memories and have fun. Go ECISD!
Exotic Tropical Pet brings people and pets together. You and your pets will love Belbano Self-Serve Pet Wash. Complimentary grooming tables, towels, aprons, and blow dryer for a great price. Quick and easy. Go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Back here, this is the Mission Eagle Band, and we are on the home side of the stadium, which means that we'll have our vantage point from the back side of the Mission Eagle Band as they're making their way off the field. A good performance again to a good crowd that came across the way to this McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium on a Thursday night. And right now, this Mission Eagle team on top by the score of 28-14. Memorial scored first. The Eagles scored 21.
Go Eagles!
After that, and then tacked on another touchdown to go up 28-7. Memorial scored a touchdown late in the first half, and that's where we're at. To start the second half, the Eagles will have the football. Broadcast coming up tomorrow night. How about this? Odessa Permian at home will be taking on Los Fresnos. We'll be there for the broadcast of that game. Coming to you from Odessa. We'll stick around for the Saturday game when the Harlingen Cardinals are at Midland. That's just across town up there, and so we'll have that broadcast for you. We'll also have a broadcast on Saturday at Harlingen at 11 o'clock as Harlingen South at home against Midland. Against Odessa High. And then the San Benito Greyhounds are at home at 4 o'clock on Saturday. We've got the clearance to do that game. That may or may not be an audio-only game. Dan Gomez is really particular about letting broadcasts get out. So Greyhound fans, understand that our want, our desire is to do every game we can and provide it in a visual fashion for the fans, but in some cases, coaches just aren't going to let that happen. The scoreboard's turned up for the dance team here for McAllen Memorial. I'm not going to compete. Back after this.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
The performing arts, the visual arts. You can find it all at McAllen ISD.
You know, Dad didn't choose a grave.
What about cremation?
No, I mean, the kids and Mom don't want a funeral.
We could still have a funeral.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You mean like memorial service?
With music, a eulogy, pictures, everything?
How about this picture? Oh, sweetheart. Grandpa would love that.
Cremation options for your family by Memorial Funeral Home.
The bonds we create with our pets can be powerful. A man's best friend really isn't just about dogs, but about any animal companion that brings us joy and unconditional love. Losing a loved one is heart-wrenching, but losing a pet can be just as difficult. Unconditional love deserves unmatched service, which is why we offer pet services for those special pets that become a special part of the family. We serve all the members of your family.
Looking for a new garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Overhead Door of South Texas. Look for the red ribbon. 956-787-DOOR.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of uncertainty. To making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Exotic Tropical Pet World has an amazing selection of pets, toys, and accessories. Mackay Bulldog and fans of any team should go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Broadville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
McAllen on a Thursday night. Thanks again for joining us here for RealSportsLive.com. The McAllen Marching Band on the field getting ready for their performance. This is what they'll be working for their pigskin performance, which is coming up. 7:16 on the clock before the two teams return for the second half. Mission Eagles on top 28-14. Eagles, remember, we're unbeaten coming into this game. And we featured them last night on Talking Sports on Rio Sports Live. I had interviews with Coach Detmer and with some of the players, and we featured this team, and I talked about that victory over Mission Veterans gets more and more impressive every week that Mission Vets puts on another show with that high-powered, high-octane offense, and this Eagle team, remember, got that win in week 1. McAllen Memorial, meanwhile, they show at times here in this first half that they have this offensive weaponry that teams fear, and they have the ability to put points on the board in a relative quick fashion if they want to, and they got lots of options to go to. So we're anything but out of the woods as far as this game being decided, but the Eagles are proving that this is a football team to reckon with in the Rio Grande Valley, and McAllen Memorial will have to go to some of those big weapons if they want to come out of here with a victory at home. Again, the marching band performing. We can keep the camera wide. I'll just keep it here for a little while. Back here, we're set to go for the second half, and the Mission Eagles on top by the score of 28-14. Thanks again for joining us here as this game enters the second half. And the McAllen Memorial Mustangs will get the football to start the second half. Check that, we'll kick it off. Mission will get the ball to start the second half.
Receive the Hickenbotham Insurance kickoff for the Eagles. Number 11, Sebastian Gonzalez. Number 12, Steve Villarreal. Kicking for the Mustangs.
Kickoff coming up. Eagles will be going into the wind to start this third quarter.
Second half underway.
Kick fielded at the 10, out across the 15 to the 20, right up the middle of the field, 25-30, 35 near the 39-yard line. On the return for the Eagles.
Kickoff return.
That was Al Tijerina.
Nick Nelson.
And here come the Mission offense on the field. We'll see which quarterback comes on. They had freshman Jeremy Duran that started the game. He went 2 for 6 for 36 yards and a touchdown. And then they brought in Damian Gomez. Gomez starts the second half at the quarterback spot. Sends a man in motion, drops back, hands the ball off. Running play. That's Moranta. Tito Moranta on the carry. Ends up gaining 4 on the play.
Gain of 5 brings up second
Make it a 5-yard gain.
Your line of scrimmage, the Mission 44.
Second down play coming up for the Mission Eagles. Just underway here to start the third quarter. Eagles send 2 receivers out to the left-hand side. They'll shift over to the right. Pitch back, and here's a running play for Maldonado. Fumble on the play. Looks like the Mustangs may get it, and they do. Defense makes a play. Mustangs get the football.
Be first and 10 for the Mustangs.
Turnover to start the third quarter. McAllen Memorial breathes a little more sign of life into this football team in front of their home crowd. They'll look to run the ball.
A.J. Castro on the inside.
Castro on the carry. He'll gain 5.
Picked up by a host of Eagles.
Second down, 5 yards for Memorial. Football already on the Mission side of the 50-yard line.
Ball spotted in Mission territory, the Mission 47.
A lot of movement this time.
That's a Michael King Law Firm flag on the play. Ball start, number 76, offense. 5 yards, second down. 5-yard mark-off brings up second down and 10. Ball spotted on the Memorial 47. Or 48.
Second down and 10 after a 5-yard penalty against Memorial. For the Mustangs, that's their 5th penalty of the ball game. 40 yards in penalty yardage against the Mustangs, and here comes 5 more. 10:30 left here in the third quarter. Turnover caused by the Memorial defense.
Offense, 5 yards, second down.
Then after a 5-yard gain on first down, back-to-back penalties, has it now second down and 15 yards to go for the Memorial Mustangs.
5-yard mark-off brings up second down, 15.
Third quarter just underway. Ethan Bazan checks into game. He had a big receiving first half. 3 catches for 77 yards for the Mustangs. And before the snap, timeout is called. Mustangs, again, trying to build some momentum. Wind got taken out of the sails. Back after this.
These are 100% beef burgers that are 100% from Denny's. They are 100% made to order, which is 100% awesome. 100% beef burgers with fries from Denny's. 100%! Seriously!
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South.
Back here, Mustangs with the football. They'll look to throw. Rolling right side is Scoogin. Going to run now. Got a block, stays in bounds. Gets hit out of bounds near first down yardage. He'll get enough. That's a 17-yard gain for Sean Scoogin.
That is a Peter Piper Pizza first down for the Mustangs. Gain of 20 on the carry.
Second down. Now it's first down for Memorial. That was a well-placed timeout by Coach Bill Littleton and the Memorial Mustang staff. First down play for the Mustangs. Scoogin turns, runs the option, gets hit, and down he goes. Mission Eagles defense was all over that.
82. Gerardo Esquivel.
Scoogin will lose a couple.
Brings up second down, 14.
Second down play now for the Mustangs. 9:56 left here in the third quarter. I formation behind Scoogin. Campbell Spates the deep back on second down. Here comes Spates. Hesitates, runs through the middle, has some room. Campbell Spates off to the races. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. 44 yards, and just like that, the Mustangs are back to within a score. Spates with a touchdown.
42-yard TD scamper in the pay dirt.
Campbell Spates got a block, and then he just turned it left and was gone. No way to catch him on that. And the Mustangs, an extra point away from being within a touchdown. The turnover produces points. Extra point is good.
It's good.
Mustangs strike in the second half. Eagles get the ball after this.
And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
Campbell Spates, now 10 carries, 85 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs, and they strike here in the third quarter with 9:33 left. Have now scored 14 unanswered points and are back in this football game. Mission Eagles will get the football. And here comes the kickoff. Second one of the second half. Eagles will return this, and they'll bring it out. On the run is Steve Villarreal. Tries to get to the outside right side. 25-30. Penalty flag comes rolling in right in the middle of the field. So we'll take a look at that before they spot the ball down for the Mission Eagles.
Number 37, Nathan Ocañas. There is a Madoking Law Firm flag on the play.
Wait for the call.
During the return, holding.
It's going to be against Mission.
Receiving team. 10 yards,
Mission at one time led 28-7. And now momentum is certainly on the side of the Mustangs and McAllen Memorial. And this Mission offense will be sent out to try to take control of this football game again. With that Campbell Spates carry, the Memorial Mustangs now have the advantage in total yards gained in this football game, 250 to 220.
The first and 10 for the Eagles from their own 14-yard
Eagles,
line.
first down play. Man in motion left to right. Long count, pitch back left-hand side, and this is Maldonado. Rumbles forward out across the 20. Just a strong, quick carry for 8 yards for Andrew Maldonado.
Maldonado on the carry for the Eagles. Right down by 22, Michael Pequeño.
Nothing fancy when Maldonado carries the ball either, my friends. He just gets ahead of steam and goes forward. Second down for the Eagles. Moranta stays in the backfield as a deep back. Maldonado to the right side. Gomez, the quarterback, turns, hands it off. It's a first down as Horacio Tito Moranta. The football did come loose, but they'll call it down. That'll be a 7-yard gain and a first down for the Mission Eagles. Eagles now with 108 yards of rushing yardage in this game. Moranta's been limited on 9 carries to 47 yards. He's still averaging 5 yards a carry, though. This hasn't touched the ball enough as the passing game just opened up for this Eagle team here tonight. First down play here for Gomez. Drops back, looks to throw. Right side, got a man. Deep downfield. That's going to be penalty on the play. Intended for Al Tijerina.
Pass intended for number 4.
As 2 receivers flooded out to that left side. He was down there with Sebastian Gonzalez. Gonzalez peeled off the route. Cut it short, but Tijerina went deep, and that's where Gomez went. Had that interference not occurred, that would have been a bigger gain.
Number 12.
15-yard penalty against Memorial. That's now 7 penalties in the game for 60 yards against McAllen Memorial. New set of downs for the Mission Eagles. 8:26 left here in the third quarter. Eagles with the lead and the football. Back into the quarterback is Damian Gomez. They started with Jeremy Duran. Talk about that a little bit. Here's a running play. Out across midfield stripe into McAllen Memorial territory. Another carry by Moranta. And that'll be a 7-yard gain and make it 6. Moranta now with 10 carries for 53 yards. Eight minutes left here in the third quarter. Gomez for the Mission Eagles under center. Sends a man in motion, that's Tijerina. Here come the penalty flags. Going to call offsides against a false start against the Eagles.
5 yards, second down.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Stops the clock with 7:47 to go here in the third quarter. A third quarter that started with a turnover forced by the McAllen Memorial defense. And then they capitalize and put points on the board on a long Campbell Spates touchdown run. Eagles now trying to rewrite the ship, still have the lead. A long sustained drive here would go a long way. Second down, call it 9 yards to go. Gomez takes a snap, rolls out on a play action, swing pass, big hit delivered, and down he goes. How about that hit by Joseph Lara? Moranta made the catch, gained 3 yards, and then he was stuck.
Gain of 1 brings up second down, 9.
It's another completion for Damian Gomez. He's now 6 of 7 on the night for 94 yards. That was the biggest hit of the night. Third down, under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Eagles go to a shotgun formation for Gomez. 2 receivers left side, 2 backs in the backfield. Drops back to throw. Incomplete pass as pressure was coming in. And this McAllen Memorial defense gets the job done and gets a stop here. forcing a fourth down. Good pressure coming from the right side that time for the Mustangs. And now they'll send Ethan Bazan back to return a punt. Bazan stands inside his own 20-yard line for the Memorial Mustangs. Eagles could pin him deep with a good punt here. High snap, good job for the punter, gets it away. Into the wind, they'll let it drop. That nearly hit a Mustang inside the 20. Eagle roll inside the 15. Villarreal tried to help that a little further downfield. Inside the 15-yard line, Memorial will take over right after this.
Thought about becoming your own boss? Owner-operators earn great money. Azure Truck and Equipment can make it happen. Quality pre-owned big rigs you can afford. Large selection and outstanding service is what sets us apart. Now is the best time to buy. Whatever your credit situation, don't worry. With Azure, it's fast and easy. Be your own boss. Enjoy the ride. Azure Truck and Equipment. Call or come see us today at our 2 locations in Alamo and Farr.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Mustangs look to throw the ball on first down, and that ball is caught by Ethan Bazan. Out across the 45-yard line. That's a 40-yard strike, the 4th catch of the night for Ethan Bazan. And as I talked about at halftime, this Mustang football team has some playmakers and ability to make some big plays happen. Running play out across midfield stripe. A.J. Castro on the carry. Rumbles forward, got 4.
On the carry for the Mustangs. Tripped up by number 16, Alexander Gomez.
2nd down and 6 coming up for the Mustangs. And you go back to the last couple of minutes of the first half. And now as we're 5:48 and counting left in the 3rd quarter, the Mustangs have kind of taken over this football game. Still trailing by 7. Lots of movement here. Penalty flags everywhere.
There's a Matokin law firm flag on the play.
Call that a 5-yard penalty. Appreciate you joining our broadcast wherever you may be.
False start.
That'll be against the offense for a 5 yards against Memorial.
5-yard mark off against the Mustangs.
Advertisers, we got some specials going on. My wife and I were out talking to some people earlier this week. Contact us at Rio Sports Live. Get your business out there with us. RioSportsLive@gmail.com. 956-291-2538. Campbell Spates on the carry. Takes it back into Mission Eagle territory. It's good enough for 5 yards. Make it 6 on that carry.
Hand off to number 5, Campbell Spates.
For Spates now, that's 11 carries for 91 yards on the night. 2 touchdowns.
Raymond Montes.
3rd down for Memorial's Mustangs.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd down, 6.
Clock running. We'll go under 5 minutes left here in the 3rd. One receiver right side. Bazan shifts out wide left. Spates will join him in the slot. Shotgun formation for Scoogin, who's 6 of 7 for 157 yards on the night. Looks to throw here. Here comes pressure. Gets away from that. No, he's not. Down he goes. How about that play right there defensively for Ramon Montes? Loss on the play of 11.
Ramon Montes.
Montes just never giving up.
Loss of 11 brings up 4th down, 17. Back to receive the punt, number 11, Sebastian Gonzalez. Back in punt formation, number 10, Sean Coogan.
Punt away for the Mustangs. Goes out of bounds. We'll sort that out. Back after this.
Hello, I am Javier Salinas, your school board president. To all the teachers and staff at ECISD, we want to welcome you to and have a great 2018-2019 school year. And for all our students, create those memories and have fun. Go ECISD!
Exotic Tropical Pet World brings people and pets together. You and your pets will love Belbaño self-serve pet complimentary grooming tables, towels, aprons, and blow dryer for a great price, quick and easy. Go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other.
Mission Eagles back. They'll go with a wide open play. Jump that commercial. I can do that. My wife's store. She'll get on to me, but that's okay. I'm Joe Bowling with you here on RealSportsLive.com. There was a penalty on that play. Second down for the Mission Eagles. They'll march that against the Memorial Mustangs.
Offside, 81 defense. 5 yards. Second down.
So 2nd and 1 coming up after a 4-yard carry by Steve Villarreal to start this drive. The Eagles have the lead and the football. 3:25 left here in the third quarter. Eagles up to the line of scrimmage. Damian Gomez stays in at quarterback. Tight set behind him, turns, hands it off. First man through, bounces off. This is going to be Maldonado. Gives up some ground, peels it right side. Fumble comes out of there. Who gets this one? Memorial recovered one earlier. Mustangs saying they got it now. Official, no indication yet. Now they say the Eagles recover, and that means an Eagle first down. Hold your breath that time for the Mission Eagles. Maldonado coughed it up.
Result of the play will be an Eagle first down. Ball spotted on the Memorial 45.
Pass play left-hand side. That's incomplete.
Pass intended for number 12, Steve Villarreal. Defending number 22, Michael Pequeño. Incomplete, brings up second down 10 for the Eagles.
So that incomplete pass by Damian Gomez. He's now missed 3 of his last 4 through the air. He's 6 of 9 in the passing game. Second down for the Eagles. Gomez hands it off. This play running left. Good pursuit that time by the Mustangs and a very short gain for Moranta.
Nico Moranta on the carry for the Eagles. Brought down by number 81.
Might gain 2 on the play.
Gain of 2 brings up third down. 8. Your line of scrimmage, the Mustang 43.
Whistle blows and penalty yards everywhere on third down. 2:22 left here in the third quarter. Mission Eagles would have had 3rd and 8. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now after a 5-yard penalty.
5 yards, third down. 5-yard mark off against the Eagles. Brings up third down, 13.
240 yards of offense for the Mission Eagles. 292 now for McAllen Memorial. Mustangs have pretty much controlled this third quarter, scoring the 2 touchdowns to get them back in this football game. Closing out the second and into this third quarter. Eagles, though, with the lead. Gomez looks to throw, fires it left side. Got a man, caught, first down inside the 35 to the 33. Moranta with the catch. 18-yard gain on that strike by Damian Gomez.
Gain of 17 on the pass completion.
And he's now gone over the 100-yard mark in the passing game. First down for the Eagles from the 31-yard line of McAllen Memorial. And they'll run it. Moranta reverses field, takes it in the middle, up across the 22 to the 21. That should be enough for a first down on that carry. Moranta now on 11 carries for 64 yards.
Ball spotted on the Memorial 21.
First down play coming up. Penalties everywhere again.
Okay, Michael King law firm flag on the play. Ball start. 72. Offense. First down.
First down play, a penalty against the Mission Eagles. Moves the ball back. Minute 27 left in the third quarter. For the Mustangs of McAllen Memorial, they can ill afford to give up more points here. They'd like to get another turnover if they could. For the Eagles, they want to push the ball in the end zone. First down, 15 yards to go. They can get a first down inside the 12 of the Mustangs. Pitch back, and here comes Moranta. Turns it back middle of the field. Ran a lot, gained very little, if any.
On the stop, number 12, Michael Lewis.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Loss of one.
Still 15 yards to go for the Mission Eagles. Under a minute left here in the third quarter.
Memorial 27.
Eagles with the football and the lead on second down. Gomez under center. Shifts it tight into the right side. Fumbles the snap. Runs forward. Gained 2 or 3, but that's it.
Play recovered by number 8, Damian Gomez.
Damian Gomez on the recovery. Gained a couple yards. Third down and 13 coming up. Eagles will not have to snap the football before the quarter comes to an end, and they're not going to look to do so. Take a quick break. 28-21, fourth quarter coming up after this.
Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com. Thanks again for joining us in McAllen. Joe Bowling with you. We start the fourth quarter. Third down coming up for the Mission Eagles. Eagles up to the line of scrimmage. Damian Gomez. They can get a first down. Got to get it inside the 12 to do so. Gomez looking to throw from the right side. Rifles it down. It's going to be dropped incomplete in the direction of Sebastian Gonzalez. And that'll bring up fourth down for the Eagles. It also brings immediately into the game their field goal unit.
Incomplete.
See where they mark this ball down. Well, maybe not the field goal. Yeah, it will be. It'll be out of the hold of Damian Gomez, who will spot it down at the 32-yard line. This is a 42-yard field goal attempt. for the Eagles. This is Rene Rodriguez. The kick is away. It's got enough room. It goes wide right. Eagles can't capitalize. Mustangs take over after this. Back here on Real Sports Live, we are back to action, and first down play for the Mustangs results in lots of whistles. Officials called a timeout. We already had a timeout.
No music, please.
Now they're just flat out saying not to play any music at the press box level during a play. So first down play coming up for the Mustangs of McAllen Memorial. They've outgained Mission 292 to 283 in total offense. Eagles have had the lead since they were up 28-7. Now it's 28-21. Running play in the backfield, and Spates goes nowhere. Three guys back there to greet him. Defense all over at that time for the Eagles.
Number 82, Fernando Esquivel. Loss of 5 brings up second down.
And that'll be a loss on the play for Campbell Spates. Second down play coming up for the Mustangs. Under center is Scoogin. Two backs in the backfield. Receivers either side, wants to throw. Has time, here comes pressure. Gets away, more pressure. Drops it off, down the right sideline, Campbell Spates. Made a couple guys miss. Where'd they mark him out at? Right at about the 28.
Pass completed to number 2.
It's good enough.
A.J. Castro.
That was Castro.
First out of bounds.
With yards after the catch, Castro
By number 10 for the Eagles.
ends up gaining 7 on the play.
Almada.
Scoogin did a nice job of escaping and just getting that pass off. Third down for the Mustangs of McAllen Memorial.
Brings up third down and 6.
Two receivers left. Wide left is Nick Nelson. He's got a big catch tonight. Scoogin turns, runs the option, gets it out to Spates, gets hit by one man, makes another one miss. Now here comes Campbell Spates, right-hand side at the 30, 35-yard line. Makes a man miss again. Second man gets him, but Campbell Spates gets a first down.
Campbell Spates on the carry for the Mustangs.
That's the biggest carry of the night for Campbell Spates, and you can even include the 44-yard touchdown run. Gains 15.
First down for the Mustangs.
Should have lost 4. Clock running, 10:40 left here in this ball game. Mustangs get a new life. From their own 39-yard line up to the line of scrimmage. Scoogin now drops back in a shotgun formation on 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, has some room. 40, 45, Scoogin down the line. 30, 40, he's gonna go. Scoogin to the house, touchdown, 41 yards. Touchdown Mustangs, a point away from tying this one up. Great fake, and then the run by Scoogin. He sold the handoff to Spates, and that's what got it started. And then Sean Scoogin took it to the house. Injury on the play as well. We'll have to wait for that. Mustangs at one time down 28-7. Now a point away from tying this baby up. There is an injury way back, which would be behind the line of scrimmage. While they attend to that, we'll take a quick break. Mustangs and Eagles, nothing decided here. Back after this.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today,
Back here, injured player up and off on his own power. Good stuff there. Ramon Montes.
To attempt the extra point for the Mustangs.
Extra point now coming up for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs.
Snapper number 4, Quade Murray.
10-16 left here in this ball game. Good snap, kick is away, and it is good. Kickoff coming up. All knotted up in the 4th in McAllen on a Thursday.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
Mission Eagles at one time were up 28-7 in this ball game. Thanks again for joining us here on a Thursday on RioSportsLive.com. Rio Sports Live YouTube channel. Highlights will be coming up on the Facebook side of things. Assisted through the gracious efforts of McAllen assisting us in getting up here to the press box, finding us a spot to broadcast. Even though it's on top of the press box, it's a great view. And right now, knock on wood, it's Mother Nature has cooperated. Kickoff coming up for the Mustangs. The Mission Eagles will have to now dig back into this game. It's all knotted up, so nothing's decided. Kick bounces inside the 20, quickly out across the 25 for the Eagles, to the outside of the 25 to the 30. 33, fighting forward, looking for that 35-yard line, Sebastian Gonzalez. And so the Eagles offense will return to the field, looking to regain that magic that had them in the first half, cruising at one time, up 28-7. Memorial now with 352 yards of offense compared to Mission's 283. And for McAllen Memorial, 188 yards on the ground, 164 through the air. I talked about weapons on the ground, in the air for Memorial at the start of this game. Pass play down the right side. It's going to be caught for the Mission Eagles. Big play time inside the 25 to the 20. 15 ball punched out, but that's a first down. And the chains will move a long way for the Eagles.
Pass completed to number 88.
That's a 50-yard strike to Raimundo Garcia. And a huge play for Damian Gomez and the Mission Eagles. First down inside the 17-yard line. Gomez turns, pitches it back. Running hard, Moranta takes on a man, drives forward inside the 10 to the 9. Good answer here for the Eagles. Moranta that time able to gain 9.
Second down, 1. Your line of scrimmage from Mustang 8.
Second down and 1 for the Eagles inside the 10. Gomez turns, hands it off. Running play, Maldonado drives forward inside the 5, got to the 4. Andrew Maldonado and the Mission Eagles with 9:08 left in this ball game. Now first and goal at the 3. Gomez breaks him out of the huddle. Out to the left hand is Sebastian Gonzalez. Wide right, Steve Villarreal. Gomez takes a snap, hands it off. Maldonado waltzes in. Touchdown, Eagles. Back on top by 6. Wait a minute. Penalty flag after that. It might be a late hit. That touchdown should stick. After the play, the Eagles quarterback is down back around the 15-yard line. Maldonado took it in for the score. Stops the clock with 8:48 to go here in this ball game. And the stadium went silent. Well, that's going on, attending to the
13,
injured
defense.
player.
That penalty will be assessed as the kickoff.
We'll take a quick break. Gomez gets back up on his own power. I'll go ahead and keep it right here.
A hand for number 8, Damien.
There's a late hit called on McAllen Memorial.
Hope your injury's not too serious, Damien.
And Gomez makes his way over to the sideline for the Mission Eagles, who are back on top. Maldonado took it in for the score. Eagles getting ready for an extra point.
And to attempt the extra point.
And that was lightning in a bottle kind of answer for the Mission Eagles on that drive, as it looked like McAllen Memorial had gained enough momentum to perhaps take control of this game. Extra point is good. Nearly blocked. Eagles back up 7. Kickoff coming up after this.
The performing arts, the visual arts. You can find it all at McAllen ISD.
You know, Dad didn't choose a grave.
What about cremation?
No, I mean, the kids and Mom don't want a funeral.
We could still have a funeral.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You mean like memorial service?
With music, a eulogy, pictures, everything?
How about this picture?
Sweetheart, Grandpa would love that.
Cremation options for your family by Memorial Funeral Home.
Back here in McAllen, Texas on a Thursday night. Man, they asked the music to be turned down during plays. That means they turned it up. Waiting for kickoffs, as it is really streaming loud right now here at McAllen Veteran Memorial Stadium on a Thursday night. Mission Eagles back on top in this game by the score of 35-28 against the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Come on, guys, let's get this music out of here. Thank you. Kickoff coming up for the Eagles. Teeing it up is Rene Rodriguez. Booms it away, and that's going to be easily out of the end zone, taking advantage of that penalty, which was assessed against the McAllen Memorial Mustangs on a late hit on that touchdown run by Maldonado. Looking over on the sideline, they were looking over Damien Gomez pretty good because he took the hit and was the injured player on the play. Appears to be okay. We'll see who comes in at quarterback for the next possession for the Eagles. Perhaps score and time on the clock will determine that a little more easily for the Eagles. Right now, the Mustang offense back on the football field. They too have turned it up a notch. First down play on a shotgun formation. They'll look to throw. Swing a pass out to Campbell Spates. Hemmed in, hit, down he goes, loss on the play. Eagle defense making another big play. That's a loss of 7. Second and 17 for the Mustangs and McAllen Memorial. And this Eagle defense showing they are capable of making some big plays. 8:15 and counting out of a shotgun. Now turn and hand the ball off to Spates. Dances back out across the 20, 21, 22-yard line. So he'll gain 5 yards. Spates now over the 100-yard mark in rushing tonight. 14 carries, 108 yards. 7:48 and counting here in the ball game. 2 receivers split out, make it 3 wide right this time for the Mustangs. Shotgun formation for Scogan. Drops back, has time, looking. Here's pressure. Got away from a man. Won't get away from the second one. Thrown forward, stretched out, tried to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll gain 2. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Mustangs. Punting time. Make it 4th down. Punt is away. End over end wobbly kick. Fair catch call for made by the Eagles in Mustang territory. Eagles take over with the lead. Back after this.
The bonds we create with our pets can be powerful. A man's best friend really isn't just about dogs, but about any animal companion that brings us joy and unconditional love. Losing a loved one is heart-wrenching, but losing a pet can be just as difficult. Unconditional love deserves unmatched service, which is why we offer pet services for those special pets that become a special part of the family. We serve all the members of your family.
Looking for a new garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Overhead Door of South Texas. Look for the red ribbon, 956-787-DOOR.
5-yard carry, make it a 14-yard carry on 1st down for the Eagles. Mission now with the football deeper in Memorial territory. Running play and run right up the middle. Gains more yardage for the Eagles, and they are now blowing away the Mustangs at the line of scrimmage. Moranto another carry. Back-to-back carries by Montoya. Timeout called. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Moranta now over the 100-yard mark in rushing. 15 carries, unofficially 102 yards. 6:06 left here in this ball game as the timeout was called by the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. They were down 28-7, battled back into this game to tie it up, and since then, the Mission Eagles seem to have found another gear. Made that last drive look extremely easy as they moved the ball downfield and scored, and now with short field on this next possession, are set up 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Mustangs called the timeout. Coach Bill Littleton and staff meeting with that defense, explaining, going over, scheming, talking, encouraging, need some plays. Meanwhile, the Eagles come back on the field, trying to stay perfect on the season. 3-0 coming in, looking to go 4-0 here. Back in the game, by the way, Damian Gomez, after being shaken up on a touchdown earlier, he's right back in action. 1st down play for the Eagles here. Long count, gets him to go off sides. Now lost one down the left-hand side. Got a receiver, tipped away incomplete. I don't think they threw a penalty on that. Eagles thought there was definitely a penalty called. Nothing doing as the Mustangs jump that just in time. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Clock stops with 6:01 left here in the 4th quarter. Eagles with a tight I formation right behind Damian Gomez on this 2nd down play. Hands it off. This is going to be Moranta's got some room. Bounces it inside the 15 to the 13. The spot will be about a yard shy of 1st down yardage for Moranta. Eight-yard gain, 3rd down, 2 yards to go, and this is where you draw the line in the sand if you're McAllen Memorial. Need a stop right here, right now. Mission get a first down, you're driving a good-looking ship right now. On third down, hesitation, running play. That's enough for a first down right down to the 10-yard line. And the chains will move. Maldonado on the carry.
Maldonado on the carry for the Eagles. Brought down by number 4, Quay Murray. Gain of 4, be first and goal for the Eagles.
Eagles up to the line of scrimmage. 4:40 and counting here in this ball game. Just outside the 10. Pitch out, right-hand side. Turning it upfield. Moranta drives forward, got down to the 5, pushed backward there. 4:25 left. Eagles of Mission trying to put that extra score on board. One time they led by 21. This game was tied here in the fourth quarter. Eagles now, 2nd and goal from the 6 as they spotted that ball just inside the 10 to start this set of downs. In with a new play from the sideline is Al Tijerina. Lines up in the slot. Wide left goes Sebastian Gonzalez. Maldonado in the backfield. Gomez turns. Here's Maldonado. Hesitates, drives forward, got inside the 5. Dropped at the 3.
On the stop, number 81, Sebastian Turk. Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and goal for the Eagles from the Mustang 3.
3rd down and goal coming up for the Mission Eagles. Big play right here in this football game for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. 3:16 and counting. Play clock down to 10 as the Eagles break out. They can get it right down to the 3-minute mark before they take this snap. Gomez under center. On 3rd and goal. Drops the snap. Will not get in. And 4th down coming up for the Eagles. So the Mustangs, for the moment, keep points off the board. The Eagles now have a decision. 2:45 left. They'll call they want to talk to the official on the sideline. It's not an official timeout call. But Coy Detmer on that far sideline talking things over with the official. Wanted to get a clean-cut clarification on something before he makes a decision on either bringing the field goal unit in and trying to go up 10 or keep the offense on the field. And the reason why you think about keeping the offense on the field here and going for it on 4th down is that if you don't get in, McAllen Memorial then has to go 98 yards in 2 minutes and 21 seconds to get a tying score. What Coy Detmer did right there was walk over to the official and just get in his ear and eventually say, hey, when it gets down to 1 second, I'm going to call a timeout on the play clock. Wow, here comes the noise. Back after this.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting
To making history. This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
this close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Eagles bring the field goal unit in. They'll attempt a field goal here to try to go up 10 points here with 2:21 left in the ball game. Good snap, good placement, ball up, away, and it is good. With 2:18 left in the ball game, the Mission Eagles go up double digits, 2 scores, 38-28 your score. And is that enough to seal the deal here for a victory for the Mission Eagles? 2:18 left in the game. Look at the timeout situation. McAllen Memorial has 2 left. Eagles have 2 as well, but they won't be looking to use any timeouts in this game. Take a quick break and come back for the kickoff after this. Back here on RioSportsLive.com. It's the McAllen Memorial kick return team coming out on the field first. They're the one that's going to dictate the show right now, hoping to get some kind of magic on a kick return. Meanwhile, the Mission Eagles, who find themselves up by 10. What an answer by Mission after McAllen Memorial stormed back to tie this game from being down 28-7. They tied it at 28, and the Eagles just methodically went right down and scored and now get the field goal to go up 10. Spates on the return from the 5, Campbell Spates. Now hands it off, and they'll reverse it to the left-hand side. Nothing doing. Down they go at the 24-yard line. Mustangs send the offense out on the field. Now, what has Sean Scoogan done in the air? How about 8 of 9 for 157 yards, a touchdown, and an interception? So if you're looking through the air, yes, they've had production for McAllen Memorial. Eagles now with 386 yards of offense have outgained the Mustangs. Mustangs up to the line. Scoogan will go under center on first down. 2:09 left in the ball game. Pitch back. Spates hands it off. Flea flicker looking to throw the ball. Down the right side, got a man wide open. It's caught. It's going to be Bazan. He's caught up with, makes a move, gets inside the 40, gets drilled. Big play on a flea flicker. First down for the Mustangs. And then a flag comes in late. This may be 15 more yards tacked onto the end of this. That'll be a 37-yard gain to Bizan. Pass by Zion Gregory.
Personal foul. Number 3 on the offense.
And they'll call the penalty on the Mustangs. Well, they'll call offsetting.
On the defense. Correction. Unsportsmanlike on both players. First down.
It's an offsetting penalty call. Both teams, but it's after the play, so that'll stand as a 37-yard pass completion from Zion Gregory on the flea flicker to Ethan Bazan. Bazan now over 150 yards in receiving yards tonight. 1:56 left in the game. Mustangs need one more big play like that. They need to get another 30 yards downfield in the blink of an eye. Spates takes the pitch, and here comes the whistles. Timeout called by the Mission Eagles. They didn't like that setup.
Timeout.
I want to talk it over. Keep it right here. Reminding you, fans, I'm looking for announcers, play-by-play announcers for certain, camera operators for certain, editors for certain. I need some studio operators. We've been doing our studio show on Wednesdays, looking for more assistance there. And looking, most importantly, for sales individuals. We wrote checks for up to $5,000 in 2 weeks to some of our salespeople. And there are more advertising opportunities right now on Rio Sports Live as we are growing. I got 14 systems. I could put 14 more games on during football season and during basketball season. When this tournament time starts for the basketball season, how about being able to be at every tournament, every game? We could do that if I can get this mechanism rolling. I've got sales opportunities. I need sales individuals, some proven salespeople. RioSportsLive@gmail.com or my number, 956-291-2538. Pitch back. Campbell Spates gonna throw it. Heaves it down the right side. Got a man. It's gonna be incomplete. Penalty flags raining in. Spates rifled that one down the right side. And that would have been another 30-yard gain. So actually, when you think about it, it's not that bad of a penalty call against the Mission Eagles. It'll be a 15-yarder. And an instant first down for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. 1:43 left. Mustangs have 2 timeouts left. They'd like to score and hang on to those 2 timeouts. They need to score in the next 2 plays. First down from the 24 of the Eagles. Scoogin takes it, rolls out, looking to throw. Here he's got Bazan, end zone, touchdown Mustangs. Scoogin to Bazan, 1:37 left, Mustangs not finished yet. Bazan ran a terrific route. Made a man break and then broke to the outside. Scoogin hit him on the money. Touchdown for McAllen Memorial. Extra point coming up. Mustangs got the job done scoring, and there's still some time on the clock. They have 2 timeouts left. The extra point is good.
It's good.
Kickoff coming up.
1:37 left in your game.
Back after this.
Exotic Tropical Pet World has an amazing selection of pets, toys, and accessories. Mackay Bulldog and fans of any team should go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen.
Back here at McAllen, I have that score right. There it is. 38-35 is your score. 3-point game. Decision time for McAllen Memorial on what you do here. 1:37 left in this football game. You got 2 timeouts. That means you can get a stop by preventing the Mission Eagles from getting a first down and get the ball back. How much time would be left? Well, you can call timeout twice, but the other one you're not going to be able to. So do you kick it deep, or do you go for the onside kick? That's what's being discussed right now as they send the team onto the field. Mission Eagles, their job is simple when you define it. Make sure you get your hands on this football and hang on to it to get possession. And then get the offense on the field, get 1 first down, you seal this deal, and you stay perfect on the season. Like I said, simple by definition. Execution, another story. Kickoff for the Mustangs. They'll tee it up at the 40. Needs to go 10 yards before a Mustang player can touch it. They overload the left-hand side. Eagles fully expecting an onside kick. Here it comes. Takes a high bounce. A lot of bodies colliding. Who got it? Look like the Mustangs recover. And they do on the onside kick. McAllen Memorial football. The officials are going to talk it over. And it will be Mustang ball. 1:35 to go. It went exactly 10 yards. And McAllen Memorial takes over at the midfield stripe. Down 3 with 1:35 to go and 2 timeouts remaining. At nose of the football is on the 50. That's all it had to carry. Exactly 10 yards. Scoogin on first down. Drops back to throw. Rushed out of the pocket. Has a ton of room. Everywhere to go. Across the 40, 35, 30. Scoogin on his horse. Has scored once tonight. On his 25 to the 20. Scoogin to the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Down to the 3. First and goal coming up Mustangs. Sean Scoogin. Went 48 yards.
We have an injured Eagle on the play.
Unbelievable set of events have played out here for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Scoogin just went 48 yards. Injury on the play. One of the Mustangs, one of the Mission Eagles is shaken up a bit. Down around the 10-yard line. They'll attend to him. We'll, meanwhile, keep it right here. Reminding you we've got big games coming up tomorrow we'll be covering Los Fresnos against Odessa Permian. That's on the road at Odessa Permian. On Saturday, Harlingen Cardinals are up there as well, taking on Midland. We got that game covered.
Your injury's not too serious, Alexander.
Mercedes Edcouch, you ask about that. Yes, I got the okay from Coach to go over there and cover that one. Raymondville will be at home against Kingsville King. We got that game covered. There's some big games coming up over the next few days. Volleyball action right back here at McAllen on Saturday when Rowe takes on McAllen Memorial. That'll be a big game. Hannah is at Los Fresnos. That'll be a big game in volleyball. Got you covered in all phases. Minute 6 left in the game. Scoogan now in no hurry for the Mustangs. First and goal from the 3. Lets the clock run. Play clock down to 9. He's letting this clock run down. Takes it, turns, hands it off. Spates right side. End zone touchdown, Campbell Spates. Mustangs have taken the lead. Campbell Spates. 41-38, McAllen Memorial. In a never die situation, this team has come back. 46 seconds left for Spates. That's his 3rd touchdown of the night.
And to attempt the extra point, number 23, Alex Cardenas, off the holder number 11, Joseph Lara.
Extra point is a big one. It makes it a 4-point game. Good snap. Kick is away, and it is good. Mustangs up 4. 46 seconds left. Eagles have 1 timeout left. Kickoff after this. Go ahead and bring it back here as the Mission Eagles had a 10-point lead just moments ago. Touchdown, onside kick, touchdown. McAllen Memorial on top by 4. Eagles will get the football back. There's 46 seconds left here in this football game. And now send 2 men back to return the kick inside the 15-yard line. McAllen Memorial riding a wave of momentum in the second half, in which at times they appeared to have complete control of this football game. At other times it looked like Mission was going to go ahead and roll out of here with a win.
Back to receive the Higginbotham Insurance kickoff. Number 12,
Steve Villarreal and Sebastian Gonzalez stand inside the 15-yard line for the Eagles. They should get a good return out of this. Don't count the Eagles out of this. They've got 386 yards of offense and 198 through the air. Well, this isn't decided yet. Mustangs to kick it off. Up the middle of the field. Takes a hop at the 15, across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Midfield. A little more. Down outside the 42-yard line. I said they weren't finished yet. 37 seconds left. Mission Eagles in Memorial territory at the 42. They do have a timeout left. The clock will stop on first downs. Mission Eagles at the 42. Up to the line on this first down play. Damian Gomez on the night, 8 of 13 for 162 yards, stands in a shotgun formation. High snap off his hands, gets to it though, rolls right, looks to throw, gets rid of the ball, and bought some more time for the Mission Eagles. Could have been disaster. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. That was great poise shown by Damian Gomez. A lot of quarterbacks will just roll back and drop on that. Then you have to burn your timeout. He got to it, got the incomplete pass. New opportunity here. 2nd and 10 for Gomez. 30 seconds left in the ball game. Straight drop back. Here comes pressure. Sets up an inside screen. It's caught. Now trying to get to the outside is Gonzalez. Makes 2 men miss. Stays in bounds. Ends up gaining a couple yards, and the Eagles do have to burn the timeout. Credit Gonzalez for going for the extra effort. But then the final time he spun back in bounds forces the Eagles to burn a timeout. Their final timeout of the game. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. 19.6 seconds left in this football game. If you're looking for go-to guys for Mission in the passing game, Sebastian Gonzalez, 4 catches for 81 yards. Raimundo Garcia has just 2 catches, but 65 yards. He's averaging 32 yards a catch. Ball at the 36 wouldn't be a bad opportunity to go back to him. Remember, a first down will stop the clock for the Eagles. 3rd and 4, that's the important part of this. They got to get a first down here. Gomez, high snap, drops it, picks it up, looks downfield, has a man, it's caught, giving up some ground, and then driving forward, what looks to be a first down. The clock ran an extra 3 seconds. There was 11, it's down to 8. Now they mark it down, saying it was 4th down. The Eagles spiked the football, and that may be it.
Number 8, incomplete.
Clock was still running with 6 seconds to go. The officials had marked the football at the 32 with 8 seconds to go. The chain gang indicated 4th down.
First down.
They're going to call it. There's 2 more seconds, 2 precious seconds went off that clock. First down for the Eagles. The clock's running again. Now the officials call a timeout. It's down to 3 seconds. Penalty flag on the play.
We have a Madokin law firm flag on the play.
The officials will talk this over. It's going to be a penalty against McAllen Memorial.
2nd down.
3.8 seconds. Meanwhile, time just ticked off that clock another time. It's down to 3.8 seconds. So barring a penalty, this is the last play of the game coming up. Eagles send defender, or check that, the Mustangs send defenders. 3 defenders back inside the 5-yard line.
5-yard mark off against the Mustangs. Brings up 2nd.
It went from 8 seconds to 3.8 seconds without a snap. 2nd down for the Eagles. Again, they got to get this ball in the end zone or get a penalty. Gomez in a shotgun formation. Drops back to throw. Lofts it down the left-hand side. It's going to be up for grabs. Tipped and intercepted for the Mustangs, and they win it. An improbable comeback, and McAllen Memorial wins it 42-38.
42, Eagles 38.
A comeback that'll be talked about for a long while here this season, my friends. McAllen Memorial with the win, 42-38. Mission Eagles battled hard, had what looked like a victory in their pocket. A 10-point lead with 1:37 to go. Evaporated with a touchdown, onside kick, touchdown barrage. And the Mustangs get an interception on the game's final play. 42-38, final score. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Until next time, I'm Joe Bowling. Good night, everybody.
We'll bring you tonight's game between your mighty PSJ High Bears and the visiting La Jolla Coyotes. It's Texas High School football.